Peace world. What is going on? Welcome to another Substantial Weekly. My name is Substantial. Welcome to the show. Hope everybody's feeling good. Happy Friday, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Hope y'all are doing well, man. Shout out to Juby. Shout out to Juan. Good to see you up in here. Shout out to Uncrowned Otaku. Warpath is here bright and early today. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Shout out to everyone watching in the world. If it's your first time to the channel, first time to the show, be sure to go ahead and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well, turn on notifications, all that good stuff, man. So you can get updates on all the goings on, new music, upcoming events, all that good stuff, music videos, you know what it is. So yeah, man, and be sure to share the link with people in your network who you know are interested in the music or you think might enjoy the show. Join our community over here. Shout out to Tommy Hackett just joining us as well. Be sure to let us know where you're watching from in the world too. A lot to cover today, man. I'm gonna bring in trying to bring in the slideshow in a second, but yeah, man, really some cool updates. One update I thought about at the absolute last minute. I was like, oh man, I got to tell you guys about this particular thing. So it was really exciting, something different, something that's in line with things that I've been doing, but is a tad different than the other variations that I've done. You'll see in a second. I'm trying not to give it away before I get it up on the screen, but yeah, man. But again, let me know where y'all are watching in the chat. Let me know how y'all feeling today, man. Quick check-in just to make sure everybody's good. Yeah, man. And if anybody isn't doing so well right now, and hopefully you're here to brighten your day a little bit, man, and need some good vibes sent your way, we got you. You know what I mean? Just let us know. Yeah, man. It's a great community of folks here. So yeah, just sending good vibes out to everybody. But yeah, I think that is good to go. Waiting for a little confirmation happening behind the scenes so we can get started. All right. Boom. All right. Got the check. So here we go. Got it. All right. Bet. Also, shout out to who we got. Hey, DMV in the house. What's going on? Artem Life Music or Artem Life Music. Peace to you. Thanks for joining us. And Frank, peace. What's going on, Frank? Good to see you up in here. All right, cool. So I'm going to bring something up on the screen in a second to give y'all heads up on something. Let's put this up. Got it. So quick heads up to everyone. We have a June sale happening right now on all merch through my official website, subartandmusic.com, or subartandmusic.com/store. You can go to that store and take advantage of the sale that's happening, or you can also go to Bandcamp as well to take advantage of this sale. The sale is lasting from now through Father's Day here in the US to be specific. Yeah, and you just put in code June24 and you could take advantage of the sale. So I'll drop that code down here in the chat as well. June sale, 10% off. Use code June24. So yeah, man, definitely help yourself to some merch. Got some cool things going on there. While I got y'all here as well, something, man, when I tell you there's a lot happening, so I'm like, man, what to hit you with first? But before we do that, Juby says that Staten Island, repping Staten Island. That's what's up. Staten Island up in here. DG Media, word, peace, man. Thanks for allowing us to interview you in the past. Man, it's all love, man. I appreciate it. Definitely check out the merch if you can. A lot of cool stuff there. Making sure I share this link down here too. Man, trying to make sure all of our folks are notified so they can join in on the goodness. All right. Well, we are. Got it. Sorry about the delay. Got it. All right. Bet. Doing a million things, man. This this life. All right. Yeah, let's see. Wearing my adultish hoodie right now. People love it. That's what's up. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Definitely check out the merch. Hey, shout out to Joshua McGee. Good to see you up in here, man. I hope everything's going well with the missus. I know y'all are on baby watch, man. Speaking of babies, real quick, shout out to Marcus D. Had a great conversation with him this morning. As y'all know, we are, we formed the group Bop Alloy. And yeah, man, so we were talking about, music, all of that. Me heading back out to Japan so we can finish the album, amongst other things, man. And I got to see my nephew Kaito, man, like get to see my nephew and stuff this morning. That was really, really awesome. So congrats again to Marcus D. He's about to celebrate his first Father's Day. Super exciting to see that. Let's see. All right, cool. We got London in the house. Shout out to London Town. Been listening to your music for the past 15 odd years. Wow. Good to see you still spreading positivity after all these years. Man, Paranoid, I appreciate the kind words, man. Yeah, man, no, it's been a blessing to be rocking this long and stuff and still making music, still traveling, you know what I mean, and spreading love. And yeah, man, now mentoring other artists and stuff. I was doing we have our business, Substantial Art and Music. We have an academy that we do. So we were teaching music business classes last night. And yeah, man, it's dope to be able to impact the next generation of creatives and show them how to do this in a sustainable way. And just let them know what opportunities out here and just trying to better inform the next generation of folks. So yeah, man, I'm happy to still be rocking this long. Officially in the biz now 25 years, if you count when I signed my first record deal, not including all the time I spent doing my thing before that. But yeah, man, so it's a blessing to be rocking this long for sure. Hey, that's dope. So Joshua McGee says that their baby is due on June 18th. That's what's up, right after Father's Day. Man, that's crazy. Yeah, man, super excited for y'all. Congrats again. Yeah, Bop Alloy, you already know. Say, thank you for inspiring me as an MC when Spilled Milk came out. That's what's up. Thank you for rocking with it, man. That's one of my favorite joints from that particular album. Shout out to Odyssey, who worked on the album with me. He actually didn't produce that track, though. Shout out to Slop Funk Dust, who produced that one. Yeah. Says, got to wish him his first Father's Day. Yeah, man. That's dope. Congrats to Marcus D. Absolutely. Best wishes to Joshua. Yeah, man. All right, cool. So got everything situated. Let's make sure this thing is off in the background. Boom, boom. Cool in the gang. All right, cool. Also, before we continue, man, this month, June here in the United States is two things. One is Pride Month. Happy Pride Month to everyone. Happy Pride Month to my sister from another Mr. Stephanie Gale. Yeah, man. And so many like folks from the community who I've had the pleasure of working with over the years. Some of them over, some of my folks over at Crescendo Studios, you know what I mean, who's going super hard right now for Pride Month and stuff. It was super dope to walk in and see them repping. So yeah, man, shout out to those of you who are celebrating. Shout out to those of you who are celebrating on behalf of friends, family, loved ones, all that good stuff. Also, June is also is Black Music Month as well. So shout out to those of you, celebrating by rocking all of your favorite artists and stuff who are members of the Black community globally. And yeah, man, that's dope. It's really, really exciting. A lot of dope stuff going on. I got a recommendation for y'all to check out. I'm not sure if any of y'all have Max, but if you have Max streaming services, they have a couple different things on there that's really dope. They got a section dedicated to Pride Month, but then they also just dropped this really dope documentary as well called, I think it's I can't remember the name of it, but I know it's like It's documenting the rise of Stax, the record label. And so, yeah, man, highly recommend that you check that out. It's really, really good. I started watching it about a week or so ago, or a few days ago or something like that, while I was working on something else. But yeah, man, check that out if you can. On that note, let's get into some other things. So we got another milestone. We're going to bring this up on the screen real fast. Oh, hold up. It says you're going to Field Day Field Day Fest in Fairfax next weekend on the 15th and 16th. Your Soul Shout Network and Crescendo Studios and RZA are going to be there. Yeah, we definitely plan on stopping by. We were actually talking to them about doing some other things there. It didn't pan out. Schedules are going to do what they do. But yeah, we'll definitely be there in support. I'm not sure what day yet, but I'll for sure be around. All right. Yeah, man. Shout out to all the homies. Shout out to SNRG. Shout out to the RZA. If y'all aren't familiar, man, really, really dope artists, even better people. So definitely check that out if you're in the DMV. But let's get this up on the screen now. Hold on. Boom, boom. Nope, wrong one. There we go. Okay, so first things first, another milestone with the Arsonist song from the game Arknights, man. It just passed the 500,000 stream mark on YouTube, both a combination of YouTube music and the animated graphic that they put up with the lyrics and stuff. Yeah, man, the song continues to it's just doing crazy numbers, man. And so really, really dope. Super excited how well it's doing. Last week, I was sharing that it did over 100,000 streams on Spotify, and now it just reached over 500,000 streams on YouTube. So thank you to those of you who've been keeping the song in rotation. Shout out to those of you who play the game as well or recently got introduced to the game. Super dope to see the love continue to flow in for that particular release, man. Now, speaking of things that I do in the video game space, man, yeah, this next thing I'm excited to share with y'all, man. This comes courtesy of the homie Creative Mindframe. Let's make sure this is, yep, here we go. So for those of you who go on Steam, right, if you've never been on Steam is like a platform where you can play online games and stuff. And so, man, I had the unique pleasure of being featured on this game called Level Up. It's a playable rap album, which is crazy. This was created by the homie Creative Mindframe. So quick background is one-of-a-kind 2D side-scrolling adventure that combines action-packed gameplay with a hip-hop album. Created by two-time Ninja Warrior, that's right, nerdcore rapper Creative Mindframe. Get ready to immerse yourself in a lyrical hip-hop journey through an immersive 16-bit experience. So shout out to Creative Mindframe. For those of you who do not know who he is, he actually is... He actually is one of many members, part of the NPC Collective, who I'll be touring with later this summer. I'll be reminding you of those dates shortly. But he also is the director of the video with me and Mega Ran for No Per Diem 2.0. So yeah, man, definitely check this out if you get a chance. If this is something you're into, here is a link for you all in the chat. Popping up. Check out. Got it. All right, here we go. So yeah, there's a link for you right there to check out the game. Yeah, man, super cool experience. Let me show you something now. Let me bring this up on the screen as well. Give y'all a quick little sneak peek of it. Share screen. Go to, where's the tab? Yep, got it. All right, so here's a quick glance of what it looks like. Let me see if I can expand that. Hopefully this audio comes through good for y'all. Let me know. Okay, hold up. All right. 1 second. Fixing something in the background. Got it. Okay. Let's get this up on the screen for y'all. All right, and let's move me down here. Boom. All right, so check this out. This is just a quick little sneak peek of the game on Steam. Yeah, again, shout out to Creative Mind Frame. Here we go. And let me know in the chat if the audio's coming through. So the track, hopefully if it's coming through, as you can see, I'm featured on there. I'm not just featured on the rap album. I'm an actual playable character in the game, right? So definitely check it out. I'll run that back one more time, and yeah, super cool. But yeah, again, on the album, there's a song called Level Up, which is the title track, produced by Marcus D. So the music you're hearing right now is produced by Marcus D. And yeah, you can actually play as me in this 2D game. It's really, really cool. And shout out to Mega Ran as well. Yeah, man. Let's see. So again, oh no, hold up. Okay, all right, sorry, yeah, it looks like I was frozen for a second. Okay, let's get here. Audio's all good. It's actually cool. Thank y'all. Peace, Michael. What's going on? Welcome. All right, shout out to Paranoid says audio's all good. That's actually cool. Yeah, so let me close this stuff out because it's creating some issues in the background here. But yeah, man, hope y'all dug that. There we go. Stop that. Close that. Sorry about it. Yeah. Yep. Thanks, Paranoid. Glad you enjoyed that. You know. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Hey, Ousted. Welcome. Got the day off. Congratulations to you. All right. Okay, cool. Y'all are hearing it good. All right. And then it says, I was thinking Marcus D. Retro, actually. Yeah. So that track is originally from one of the Retro projects, if I'm not mistaken. C. Cruz, peace, man. Welcome to you. Welcome. All right. Dope. Hey, that's what's up, man. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to be out there one of those 2 days for sure. Not sure which one yet, but yeah, man, hopefully I'm able to see you rock. All right. Early Bird in the house. Shout out to Early Bird. Okay. All right. So real quick, I'm gonna do something like in the background, try to address a little technical issue that appears to be going on. I'm gonna do something to refresh it on my end. In the meantime, I'm gonna throw a video up to give me some time to resolve the issue in the background. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I got an album out right now called Adultish. Been out, it'll officially be out for a year this July, so next month. It's crazy how quick that came around. So if you have not seen this video yet, this is for a track called The Long Route. Throwing the video up right now while I resolve some issues behind the scenes. Y'all enjoy. Be back in a second.
Welcome home, Substantial.
We want to change it. We need it on the double, you know. But Tamara Dobson said progress has to be a slow thing for it to be definite. That's real. So I hit up Tamara Wellens and we decided to take the long route home. Let's go.
We rarely choose a path where success is all but secure. We test the limits daily, ensuring we're built for more. They stepped over my body while washing up on the shore. Ironically, I wasn't self-doubt and seldom endure. I'm no stranger to struggle, I've become a connoisseur. No standing for experience, wisdom ain't in brochures. But I find greatness synonymous with the journey that's arduous. Surviving don't always make you popular with the populace. Some would rather get posthumous recognition. Easier to miss than love you, cause love requires commitment. Back when I was a pauper, but chose to offer enrichment. I named my nephew Wealth long before we knew what rich meant. Not defined by my pigment, but I'm proud descendant of men and women who know what winning in our country and this skin meant. An independent family man with a penchant for finding love without limits beyond the hate and resentment.
We took the long route home, going through the unknown. Our yellow lights turn green. We hold on to our song. We took the long route home, going through the unknown. Our yellow lights turn green. We hold on to our song.
Yeah. You know the pressure we under is unrelenting, and it seems the distance we travel is never ending. Question our decisions when life is testing our gumption, and learn that goals ain't really last stops, they're more like junctions. Path that lead to businesses, others that lead to babies. Some that lead to a classroom and others that lead to stages. Some that lead you to prison and others the early grave. But about heaven on earth while searching the path of pain. But son, ain't take time to chill, this took time to build. Finding each other's easy, the hard parts to find the will to keep the ship afloat when others give up hope. Winning each other's sail over anchor when we need it most. So before the curtain call or the counter gavel, I answer when my purpose call. We got ground to travel. Locale don't matter when the tank's full as your heart is. Seen the world with home is still where my heart and the art is.
We took the long route home, going through the unknown. Our yellow lights turn green. We hold on to our song. We took the long route home, going through the unknown. Our yellow lights turn green. We hold on to our song. We took the long route home, going through the unknown. Our yellow lights turn green. We hold on to our song. We took the long route home, going through the unknown. Our yellow lights turn green. We hold on to our song.
Went all out. Went all out. No help. Went all out. Went all out. No help. Went all out. Went all out. No help. Went all out. No help. Went all out.
I'm keeping it together right now, but you don't understand. I dreamed about this moment for most of my life. You know what I mean? Like I've dreamt about this most of my life. I've done my DNA to know exactly what my ancestors are from, and this has been something 43 years in the making that I've been waiting for to come here and be with brothers and sisters like yourselves. So I don't take this lightly. You know what I mean? I'm going to remember this for the rest of my life, and I really appreciate being able to share this with y'all.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, man. Yeah, so for those who've never seen that before, I'm sure most of you have at this point, but if you haven't, that was the video, the official video for the song, The Long Route, produced by me, featuring Tamara Wellens and the homie DJ Hive. Shout out to my brother DJ Hive, sending healing energy to you. He was in a motorcycle accident, for those who don't know. And yeah, man, he was a little beat up, but I spoke to him. He's in good spirits and stuff, just waiting for his hands to heal up and all of that. But yeah, man, yeah, and it's funny. I saw Tamara Wellens last night. Shout out to her. Saw her at a Recording Academy event. But yeah, man. Oh, real quick, before we jump into these next things, this actually reminds me of something. So speaking of music videos, for those of you who are actually in the DMV and don't have anything to do on Monday night, if you are free for a few hours Monday night between 8 p.m. to midnight and you are interested in being in a music video that I'm actually filming, yeah, let me know in the comments if that's something that's interesting, that you'd be interested in doing, because I actually need a few more extras for this music video that we're shooting. We're shooting the official video for Salt and Pepper. We've actually shot a separate video for the Long Route. I'm not the Long Route. Lost Touch as well. That has to finish being edited. But the one that we're shooting for Salt and Pepper is a bit more cinematic and it's a bigger production. And so yeah, we need bodies. We need people to come through. Crescendo Studios on Monday night from 8 p.m. to midnight. If you're interested, let me know. You can contact us via, I'm gonna send you a link to our company site. Hold on. And you're gonna reach out to us through there. So hold on one second while that loads up. But yeah, if you're interested, you just reach out through our contact section. Hold up. Joint is doing the most right now. Yeah, this joint tripping. God. Huh. That is strange. 1 second. Sorry about that. There we go. I'm like, young, I am tripping. All right, here we go. So I'm throwing this link in the chat right now. But again, if you're interested in being an extra, contact us here. Contact us. Boom, there you go. So contact us to be an extra in my upcoming video. You can use this link down here. Let's get back to the chat, and then we're going to do some other announcements. Alston says, yo, bit off topic, but man, how do you stay positive when you're in tough times? Asking for a friend. Yeah, oh man, you know, I think the challenge a lot of times for all of us is when we're going through anything, right? Like whether we're going through bad times and it's like we're struggling to see the you know, struggling to find the good in anything in the situation in life. And then there are other times where, like, you know, we want to quit a particular thing because things aren't going the way we want it to go. And I think, you know, a lot of times we choose negativity, we choose to quit, we choose to move on, this, that, and the third, because, you know, we're just like we're choosing that negative thing, we're also choosing to ignore the good, right? And so what I do in these situations is, like, you know, I know we have options and we don't have to do anything we don't want to do. But I also know that, like, your mindset plays a major role in these things. So a lot of the things that I'm able to kind of push past or make happen in my life is because even though I know they're optional, I basically lie to myself and act as though they aren't. Right. I carry on as if I don't have a choice a lot of times, even though I, you know, in the back of my mind, I know I do. But yeah, man, it's a bit of insanity. And so, you know, that's not easy for most people to do because, again, we do have options, but I choose to act as if I don't in the situation. And it's like, you know, I feel like there's enough people out here being negative already. Why do I need to add to that? It doesn't mean that I don't fall short of that some days. I absolutely do. And that's something I got to work on in myself. But there is no positivity without negativity. So I try not to pretend like I don't feel that way sometimes. But yeah, man, it's like, you know, all of these things, they're just choices, and they're hard choices to make for a lot of us. But I've always been, you know, the person who's been a little different for better or for worse. And it's like I never enjoy being a person who's like just kind of mimicking what everyone's doing. So, you know, if everybody around me is negative, like somebody has to balance it out, and I choose to be that person when I'm able to. And so, yeah, man, I appreciate you asking that. So, yeah, man, sending good energy your way, hoping that you can push through whatever you're going through. I know that probably wasn't the most scientific answer or the easiest thing to figure out. But yeah, that's just how I've been able to push through it. And then for other situations where you want to give up, you know what I mean? A lot of times it's just like, I remind myself in those situations that in order for things to get better, I got to keep moving forward. So if I give up, then how it currently is, which is terrible, is how it's going to be. So if I don't troubleshoot and figure out the situation, if I don't find the strength to carry on and get to what the goal is, or put every bit of my being into making the thing better, then it won't be. And so I already know what the alternative is, but like I won't know how great the situation can be or how great life can be if I don't constantly push myself to see what's around the corner. You feel me? So yeah, man, I appreciate you asking that. Tommy says, can't believe it's been a year. Love that footage of Uganda. 43 years in the making. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It's crazy. Prayers up indeed. Blessing and steady recovery to Hav. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for sending love to the homie. I don't think he ever watches these, but I will let him know that y'all sent love his way. All right, let's get to some announcements. Again, if you're interested, though, in being in my upcoming music video, Salt and Pepper, feel free to check out that link that is in not the description of the video. I'll add it to the description of the video, but it's in the live chat right now. All right. On that note, let's keep it moving. So once again, Sam Academy is around we just did it yesterday, but the next time we will be doing it in person is happening next month in July. I believe it is July 11th. So it's actually going to be on the second Thursday of July. So we'll be doing that. That's the day before BlurredCon as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing those of you who wish to attend in person. If you can't attend in person but are interested in taking music business courses online, you can register at crescendostudios.com/Sam-Academy. So sign up for those if you missed last night's class but are interested in learning more about digital distribution and different options and paths to take and all that nerdy stuff, that administrative stuff that a lot of times artists overlook. Feel free to sign up for the class. We are doing the online class in a few weeks for those of you who are interested. So go ahead and visit the link in the description of this video that says bio.site/substantial. It will give you a link for Sam Academy and a bunch of other things that are going on, including upcoming shows, which we're about to jump into. Yeah, man. So don't forget, I'm touring with the Nerdy People of Color, NPC Collective, me, Mega Ran Shadow, Kadesh Flow, O Super, DJ Rockman, Rizzy K, and K Murdoch. We are hitting the road for about a week. We're doing BlurredCon. In between BlurredCon, outside of our performance Friday night at BlurredCon, I'm also doing sketch pads that Saturday at BlurredCon, and then that night I'll be at Parkfest at Crescendo Studios performing as well. And then after that, Monday I believe we are in Brooklyn. We're in Philly. Then we go to Brooklyn. Then we go to Baltimore, and then after that we are in Richmond, Virginia. So yeah, man, be sure to check us out. It's definitely going to be a lot of fun. All right. After that, like I mentioned, we start with BlurredCon, but then after that into August, I will be at Otakon. Otakon this year, we are doing super sketch pads, not our regular sketch pads. No, ladies and gentlemen, we are doing super sketch pads. Super sketch pads basically is our sketch pads event where we have a live visual artist and a live producer making music or playing music, and then also making art live while we have cosplayers as figure models, and we give out free art supplies. So it's basically an art and music lounge that we've been throwing for a couple years now. Definitely come through, have a great time with us. We just finished gathering our list of producers, so I'm gonna give y'all the inside track and let you know who's coming through. Right now we got Baltimore's own, we got Ducky Dynamo coming through. She's going to be doing a beat set and a set during sketch pads. We got AJ Rios coming through. Lizzie Blue will be coming through. Kokai will be doing a beat set. I'll be doing a beat set. My brother Edgar Diaz, part of WBL, he'll be doing the beat set as well. So those are some of the producers that are coming through. So far, our confirmed artists. Shout out to my oldest daughter, Serenity. She'll be drawing live Sunday morning while I'm doing my beat set. So she's one of our featured visual artists. Then we have Katie Fox, who's coming down from New York. She'll be one of our featured artists, as well as my brother Micah Blacklight. Micah Blacklight did some original art for the Edo Bushido project we were working on, and amongst other things. At Sketchpads, at BlurredCon, Sketchpads will be having Luna Bunny for that one. So yo, definitely come through. It's going to be amazing. Yeah, man. Quick shout out to the homie Black Root in the building. He'll actually be at the video shoot with us on Monday if any of you decide to attend. And shout out to him. He's the vocal. He's the vocal intro to Salt and Pepper, and also he's the one screaming Salt and Pepper bid on the song, for those who don't know. So be sure to subscribe to his YouTube channel. Joshua says, or ask, are the NPC black shirts the only colors y'all have? The one I copped in Awesome is dope, and I've been asked by multiple folks if y'all do. I think it's just one color for now, but I'll be sure to mention it to the team and see what we can do to accommodate, you know. Hey, shout out to Peaceful Plant watching on Twitch. Says nice. They Speak Miami had a live artist when I used to perform there. That joint is dope. Word, that's dope. That's dope. Poetry and spoken word. Word. That's what's up, man. Great work you did with Katie Fox on Animal Arithmetic. I appreciate the love. Also, coming up this summer, I will be at Conjutsu. Conjutsu is happening on August 24th and 25th. I'll be performing the night of the 24th, which is a Saturday night. That is happening in Fairfax, Virginia. So come through to that as well. I do have some stuff cooking up behind the scenes that I can't give you details on yet because it's not 100% confirmed. But it's, more tour dates, God willing. And yeah, man, some other places, a few places I haven't been in a while. So I'll keep you posted. Nice. Thank you, brother. All right. Let's see. Yeah. Okay. That's it for the info for now. Yeah, man, just another reminder that, you don't want to miss these updates and all of that. If you're watching right now, you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do so. Make sure you turn on notifications. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Q&A. If you got questions for me, send them on through. But also, I want to just remind y'all again that there is a sale happening right now. So let's throw this back up on the screen so y'all can see it. Right now, we have a sale going on. Blacked out my face. Right now we got a sale going on my official store. You can visit that by clicking the link in the bio. There are two links, not the bio, pardon me, the link in the description of this video. Two links, one that goes to Bandcamp and the other leads to my official Substantial Art and Music store. You can purchase anything you want from there right now for 10% off. The sale ends on Father's Day. We do have our book back in stock too, She Sees. So yeah, if you want to order one of those books, it's a great read, great children's books. Check it out. I'm trying to think, am I missing anything? Nah, I think we're good. But once again, it's Q&A time, man. Be sure to get that going. Let me drop this link. No, switch this banner, sorry. Boom, there we go. So again, it's Q&A time. Send your questions when you are ready and we'll go through it. And for those of you who wish to contribute to the channel, which is always greatly appreciated, you can do so via Cash App, PayPal. Super Chat is also appreciated as well, and Venmo. Sub Art and Music. Then PayPal is paypal.me/substantial, etc., etc. Never mandatory, always appreciated. It's how we keep things going here on the channel. I do this every Friday, whether y'all contribute or not. This is my way of keeping everybody up to date on the goings-ons with my career and other stuff that I got going on, and of course, you know, things that are happening with the affiliates. So let's get into Q&A. If y'all are ready, I am. All right, time to get my hoodie. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, ousted. You know what I mean? Gotta go ahead and get fresh real quick. Peace. What's going on? Simply Soof. Thanks for joining us. All right. Saying any plans / ideas on a music video with you, Mega Ran, and shout out after the Nerdy People of Color tour. That I'm not sure of. I do have a new song that I gotta finish writing and recording with Mega Ran. I'm not sure if he's gonna be on it or not. I think he might, but yeah, man, it would be exciting to shoot a video. I'm not sure if we are gonna be capturing live footage of the tour. More than likely. You know, when don't people have cameras out nowadays? So I'm not saying no, but like there's nothing been confirmed yet. So we will see. Thank you for the question. Any other questions, send them through. Yeah, man. Oh. Almost forgot something. Hold up. Let me bring it up in the background. And then, do I want to do that? Yeah, okay, I'll give you a heads up. We don't need to bring it up on the screen, though. So, quick heads up for those who don't know. If you didn't know, I am on Patreon. You can support my Patreon by going to patreon.com/substantial. So, I'm dropping that link in the chat. So, I mentioned last week that I've been thinking about bringing back Substantial Sundays, but because I already do this live, what I don't want to do is just make it something that's already accessible to everyone. I do that already, whether people contribute or not. I do this, you know what I mean, hang out with you guys and stuff. Y'all know, like I know a lot of artists don't make time for their fan bases. They just put out what they put out, and the only way you get to interact with them at all is maybe see them in a public space, and even then, depending on who the artist is, that rarely ever happens. So because I already do it in this format now, I'm not bringing back Substantial Sundays to do it the same way it was done before. It'll be something that will only be available to those of you who are members of my Patreon, and then those of you who subscribe via Bandcamp. So that being said, it's going to basically happen the last Sunday of every month. So the last Sunday of every month exclusively on Patreon, and then those of you who are Bandcamp subscribers will get the link as well. You get a unlisted link where you can watch the show. But yeah, man, that's something that that's something that's going to be happening going forward. And basically what's going to happen during the show, I'm going to be playing unreleased music for y'all, telling y'all about stuff that's in the works that I can't make the public announcement yet, but I'll be giving a lot of you heads up on things that are coming down the pipeline, unreleased songs and stuff, songs that like are never coming out, other songs that are going to be coming out much later. So all of that will be happening on Patreon. This is my effort to make sure that there's consistent activity over there. A lot of times, man, for those of you who don't know, I'm a one-man army most times. My business partner helps me manage the day-to-day for the company, but our company does a lot more than put out music. So a lot of times I'm not as active as I should be on Patreon, considering how much you all support me. So this is an effort to be more consistent. And on top of that, give those of you who are putting a bit extra into supporting my craft, giving you some additional content that's exclusively for you, for those of you who are choosing to pay. And I'm also considering adding something to that where, like, for those of you who are also musicians, basically making it so that at least once a month I take a minute to highlight one of you guys. We listen to some of your music live on the show, and I give feedback and stuff like that. And then also for those of you who are looking to make a career in this and want to ask more questions that are focused around that, Substantial Sundays will be a place for those of you who maybe don't ask certain questions in this setting, or just want to kind of have it more focused on the music side of things. we'll have a space for that over on Patreon. So the official announcement is going to happen this Sunday, Substantial Sunday. So the official announcement for the placeholder for the event will be going live this Sunday. And again, the first Substantial Sundays, the supporter edition, will go live I think that's June 30th, if I'm not mistaken. All right. So yeah, man, let me know what your thoughts are, how you feel about that, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. All right. Let's get to the chat and get to answering these questions. Sub, how did you start working with Marcus D? Okay, I got to tell the story the way I always tell the story. And I always start it by saying it's a love affair that started on MySpace. I know that sounds creepy, but the truth of the matter is Marcus D was like maybe 15 years old at the time, and he messaged me on MySpace. And of course, I didn't know he was that young at first. He just reached out and was like, hey, man, I'm a producer. I'm working on an album. I really like your stuff. I've been listening to your stuff for a while, and I would love to send you some beats and see if you'd be down to get on my album. Sent me some dope tracks over. One of the tracks that he sent me was Enjoy Yourself, which is I think the first song we did together. So if you've never heard that, look up Marcus D's album, Survival of the Illest or something like that, or the Fittest. I feel like I'm saying the name of his album wrong, but our first song we ever recorded together was Enjoy Yourself. He was about 15 when he reached out. We probably 16 when we did that. I was like 10 years old. I'm 10 years older than him. So yeah, that's how it all started, man. And not too long after that, there's another track I did on that same album. And then after doing those two tracks, I think the next thing we recorded was Day in the Life. And around that time, I had representation that handled all my business for things in Japan. I met with him, and shout out to Sune. I met with Sune and was like, yo, this kid Marcus D, who I've done a couple things with, I think if we formed a group, came up with a name for it, marketed us as a group and stuff, like a duo, I think it could be something special, you know what I mean, on some one MC, one producer type. And yeah, the rest is history, and that was 2007 when Marcus D reached out, and then it was 2010 when the first album came out. Thank you for the question. All right. Let's see. Tommy Hackett says, the Long Route video and the excitement over Bob Alloy got me thinking. Lots of great collabs for you musically. Is there anyone in graphic design you are excited to collaborate with? That's an interesting question. So as far as graphic design, it's tough for me to say who I'm excited to collaborate with, because honestly, I design most of the stuff. So a lot of the stuff that y'all see is actually my graphic design work. That was my major in college. So it's rare that I work with graphic designers on album covers. A lot of times I'm working with illustrators and folks doing that side of things. So it'd be dope to work with Shuhei again. Marcus D keeps in constant contact with him. So there's a possibility that, for the new cover, maybe we work with Shuhei, or someone else. But, yeah, man, it's the record's coming along great. Half the record's already recorded. We got beats for most of it, and I'm definitely excited just to be working on this new project with Marcus, man. And we both, I feel like we're beaming, you know what I mean, when we talk about it. And then, of course, when we talking about the new developments in his personal life and stuff with his new son and him and his wife doing well. And so, yeah, man, it's just good times. But if I had to say there was an artist in particular I'm excited to potentially work with again, I would love to work with Shuhei, who did the original artwork for the first Bob Alloy album on this one. So yeah, thank you for your question. I hope that answer will suffice. Tommy says, Marcus put up great cover art with Rizzo the other day. Dope artist. Yeah, super dope artist. Like, yeah, that artwork's amazing. Yeah, Marcus has always had a great eye for cover art, man. Shout out to Marcus D. Will you start taking call-ins? Laugh out loud. Add a little pop to it. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Only because I haven't had a lot of problems with it. But there has been times in the past where you know, people have popped in saying racist stuff or promoting wild stuff that has nothing to do with what we're doing here. And so yeah, I don't know like if I do that. I do think that if for Substantial Sundays, if you know, if folks like the idea of featuring like some of the artists some of y'all in the community who also make music, if y'all are cool with that, I'd be cool with bringing some of them on the show. And maybe some of y'all who are like go hard, like loyal fans, like, you know, some of y'all who've showed up at shows or we've interacted enough online that I know like it's not going to go anywhere crazy. So, cause yeah, man, it would definitely require some vetting to do that. So yeah, I'm not saying no, but yeah, that's, I'm a little apprehensive just because, I couldn't do it on some, I'm live and just put the number up and then see who calls in. Yeah, Nobby, like we ain't doing that. So, but yeah, not a bad idea. All right. All right, thanks, Peaceful Plant. All right, so there's an old video on YouTube that says you're popular in Japan. I never watched it, but what can you comment about that? So yeah, that video is based on a question that fans would ask me all the time, or a comment that after I got my record deal in Japan, people would be like, "Oh man, so you're big in Japan?" And I feel like, you know, it's all relative. Like, people who know a certain era of underground hip hop in Japan know who I am. But yeah, basically that video breaks down how I ultimately got signed with Nujabes. And the reason why it's called, like, why Substantial is big in Japan is because that was the literal question someone asked. Not because I'm like, yeah, I'm big in Japan, because I'm not huge or anything like that, but a good amount of, I would say, like, of the different countries in the world that play my music, Japan has always been like top 3. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I got my start with a Japanese record label and a Japanese producer. So a lot of time and effort was put into marketing my stuff there. All right. Thank you for the question. Break over. Glad I got to vibe out a little longer than the last time. Peace, y'all. Hope you have a blessed weekend. Frank, have a great weekend, fam. Be safe out there, man. Take care of yourself and your fam. All right. Thanks for hanging with us, bro. Hello to you. All right. Thank you for joining us. As a husband, father, and all-around family man, plus your wife's as business partner in Sam Academy, what's some advice? What's some of the best advice in handling all that you do? Wow. I mean, I would say, man, yo, calendars. I know this sounds like something really simple and corny, but like, fam, the reason why I'm able to manage all of the day-to-day stuff that I did, like, for example, yesterday was in here handling administrative stuff, prepping a presentation through most of the morning, you know, after making sure the kids made it to school. Then from there, starting to prep, and then had to go to a Recording Academy / Grammy event. Spent about like 90 minutes there. Family comes and scoops me up. We stop, grab food. After grabbing food, we go set up, and I'm teaching for like 2+ hours, and I'm in that location for nearly 4 hours. You know, how we're able to manage all of that stuff. Organization is key. You know, using our Google Calendar and stuff, plugging in everything that we got to do. There's also an app that we use. I'll tell you what the name of the app is. We use this app called Family Tools, where it literally outlines everyone's chores. And when I say everyone, it's not just our kids' chores, like things that my wife and I are supposed to do, like whoever's supposed to pick up the youngest and drop her off at school every day, who's supposed to cook dinner that night or whatever, you know, who's cleaning what bathroom, who's doing this, who's doing that. Like, so things like that just keep us organized. Because a good amount of fights that happen in relationships and in business is when people don't the deliverables that they're responsible for, they don't take care of business. They don't do what they're supposed to do. And you know, like whether it's arguments between you and your children, or not arguments, but you scolding your children because they didn't do what they were supposed to do, or you arguing with your partner because, you know, you were supposed to wash dishes and you didn't. You know what I'm saying? These things that seem minor in the grand scheme of things, over time, you stay with somebody long enough. And my partner and I, you know, we've been married, it'll be 20 years in September. And we've been business partners for Substantial Art and Music since 2017. You know what I mean? And of course, we were collaborating before that. But yeah, that's a long time to be working with stuff. So working with someone. So having something that's going to keep you honest, keep you organized, something that everyone can see, so they know if they're making plans to do a thing, they can look on the calendar and see that, oh, you have a thing at the same time. And based on where that thing is located, one of y'all are either going to have, because we got one car, we had two, but we just downsized to one. And like, it's a lot cheaper to have to pay for a lift every now and then potentially got to pay insurance on two cars, pay for repairs on two cars, et cetera, et cetera. And then the cool thing about taking Lyft to places is like, yo, there's work that can be done in the car, you know what I mean? If I need to, or if I need rest, I can get it. So yeah, man, all of those things, there's no one answer, but being organized and keeping a thorough like calendar, like being real thorough with our calendar and the app that we use has helped us a lot. You know what I mean? All right, thanks for the question. All right, let's see. All of y'all were dope with Nujabes. Old school fave, ain't no happy endings. Man, thank you so much, fam. That's definitely one of my faves as well. Yeah. Sub got the drip going on right now. Man, I appreciate it. Thank you, family. Do what I can. What's the biggest difference working with Japanese artists compared to US-based ones? Any culture shock? That's a great question. I would say one of the biggest differences is that, you know, most of the ones I've worked with have, like, you know, all of the Japanese producers I've worked with, English is obviously their second language, and for some of them they don't speak it fluently, so oftentimes I need an interpreter. So there are times where, you know, I'm trying to explain why I did a particular thing, because when they just hear it, they don't immediately know what I'm saying, or the choice of words might seem weird to them, or even when they have the lyrics in front of them and they do the translation, not everything that I'm doing creatively translates. So sometimes, you know, there's a lot of conversation had around certain choices that I'm making. And yeah, I find that in the past, it was more difficult than it is now. I think a lot more of them just trust me to do what I do. Versus early on, there was a lot of like questioning this, you know, having me do a bunch of takes and stuff like that. And so those are some of the biggest differences. It's not that those things don't happen now at all when I work with producers who aren't Japanese. The only time I really deal with some of those same challenges is when I do the video game music stuff. Oftentimes I got to record way more takes, and then occasionally they don't always get the references that I'm making. So they'll ask me to cut something because they don't get the reference. Shout out to my homie Zed though. Recently I worked on this video game track behind the scenes. I can't tell y'all what it's for yet, but I'll let you know soon. But there's a line that I say in the song, because this is one of the few video game tracks where I could actually reference public figures, because a lot of times you can't reference real people who aren't in the game. And so I made this reference to Arcade Fire, a band out of Canada, and used like one of their band members' name because there's a move in the game associated with one of that is their real name. And so I did a flip of that and used that line. And I know it's like a deep thing that like unless you're a super fan of both that game and that band, like you're not going to get the reference. And so we were having talks, and the guy was like, oh man, like, yeah, I think maybe we got to cut that line and stuff. And then he was like, yo, what do you even mean by the line? And then I broke it down to him. He's like, oh my God, bro, your writing is crazy. He was like, bro, the fact that you thought to do that, I was like, bro, I ain't just think to do it. I had the idea, then I did some research. Then I was like, nah, I can't just use anybody's name. The spelling needs to be the same too, so they know how it refers to the game. And like, bro, like stuff that no one cares about. But it was dope because, I was able to stand my ground and keep the thing in. So I would say that's the biggest difference. Like, there are choices that I make sometimes that culturally make sense to me, but doesn't always translate to the people I'm working with. And oftentimes, more times than not, there's a situation where I might have to cut something. So that's why certain things that you hear, I mean, clearly these things appeal to folks. Some of the songs I've done with Japanese producers are some of the biggest songs I've ever done. So it's not a matter of who's right or who's wrong in those situations. It's just, I think that part of their decisions make like their decisions in terms of, or the things they want that force me to cut things sometimes, it makes the songs more accessible, right? So I'm not mad at that, at all. But I also know what type of writer I am, and I don't always care if everyone gets it, you know what I mean? And I love it when I see people who talk about my stuff who really don't understand how much thought I put into some of these lyrics and how there are different things happening in terms of what's being said, what it actually refers to, and then syllable count choices, where I'm placing stuff in the beat based on what the music's doing in the background. There's a ton of stuff I'm doing all at once that most people probably don't fully grasp. But when I bump into people that do, I just need y'all to know, I've never really done this in a way where I'm hoping millions of people are like, yes, blah, blah, blah. Fam, I just need one. I just need to walk into a room and then have one person come up to me be like, hey, bro, when you said blah, 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 but then you said it like this, and then you changed the tone because that matched the tone of the person in the movie who did the thing. And then you did this, which lined up with the hi-hat. You did all of that at the same time. Hey, bro, you might want to be one of the greatest writers ever. And I'm just like, hey, man, I do this for you. Not for everybody, for people like you. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, man, it's that nerdy stuff that I know the masses don't care about. But I'll put my pen against anybody's, bro, But thank you for the question. I know it was a whole lot of sidebars, but I hope you enjoyed the answer. Hey, peace. What's going on? Quintus, thank you for joining us, fam. No worries about being late. In Thailand now for a business trip. Dope. Enjoy yourself. Don't have too much fun. You know what I mean? I will check out the Family Tools app. Thanks. Yeah, man. Yeah, definitely. It's a great tool and stuff that you and your family could use and keep everybody in the loop of what you got going on. Sorry, sub. Something came up and I have to head out, unfortunately. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Eric, all good, man. You have a great one. Be safe, bro. Hope everything's okay. All right. Tasmani, peace. Thanks for joining us. All right. Feel that. Appreciate you. There's a painting / drawing behind you. What's it about? So I'm assuming are you talking about the one of Jay Dilla right here, the gray? Or are you talking about this one here, which is the album cover for Adultish, the deluxe edition? And then we got this. Oh, there we go. Right there. That's the cover to Nujabes's Spiritual State album. And then there's a lot going on behind me. And then we got this artwork right behind me. That's actually the cover for Stevie Wonder's Visions album. So let me know which one you're talking about. And if it needs more explanation, I will definitely explain it. What is it about? It looks like a Teletubby. Oh, man, I think you're talking about the gray artwork here. That's crazy that Dilla looks like a Teletubby from the distance. All right. Once you confirm, I'll let you know. All right. Thanks for the thorough answer. Laugh out loud. Dope to hear about your unique circumstances. Yeah, I'm long-winded, fam, if you hadn't noticed. That's why, it's like, hey, man, anything you want to know about me, Substantial Weekly is great for it, because 9 times out of 10, I'm probably going to say more than is necessary. It's just who I am. Alsa says, I use FamCal. It's an online calendar where you can add multiple members. Yeah, dope. Yeah, that Family Tools app is very similar. All right, yeah, the great artwork. Yeah. All right, so that great artwork there that's been up in the background forever, that was actually a t-shirt that DJ Hive gifted me. And so DJ Hive gifted me that t-shirt, and when it got to the point it was so beat up that I was like, yeah, I'm not wearing the shirt anymore. It got holes in it, the whole nine. It was my favorite shirt for a period of time. So anyway, when it got so beat up I couldn't wear it anymore, I basically I bought a nice frame, and then I cut the shirt up in a way, and then I stretched the shirt so that way it could hang in that frame and be perfect in there, and I put some clips to hold it in place. And yeah, man, it's basically an illustration of Dilla, his MPC, and there's like a ton of quotes and everything from like lyrics around them to like things describing like techniques and other things that he's used, song titles, all of that. It's a really, really dope piece. If you search J Dilla artwork, you'll see this pop up, like different variations of it, you know. But yeah, man, it's a really, really dope piece. Dopest album in your opinion of all time? Of course, that's subjective. I find it easier to answer that when we choose an artist, right? Like, because there's no one album that like I feel like trumps all albums, at least for me. But there's definitely been albums I've played more than others. But yeah, I mean, some of the albums that are my favorites of all time, from Tribe Called Quest, Low End Theory, Stevie Wonder, his Visions album, the one that's right there. That Visions album is one of my favorite albums of all time. Also his Songs in the Key of Life, that album. Other joints, man, a bunch of jazz albums coming to mind. Yeah, man, it's too many, bro. It's just too many just to pick one. I've dropped like 20, 30 albums right now that are some of my favorite all time. Yeah, it's tough. It's really, really tough. But yeah, so it's hard for me to pick one, you know, of course. But what's your favorite? Let me know. About to play my adultish vinyl while I clean up the house. You're the GOAT for that. Thank you. But on that note, folks, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up, man. I'm gonna get out of here. I gotta get some food in me before I black out, man. Shout out to anybody who's contributed to the channel, whether it was today or in the past. I appreciate it. Again, if you want to donate to Substantial Weekly, you can do so by looking at the ticker right here at the bottom of the screen. You can support via PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. You can also support by using the Super Chat. Never mandatory, always appreciated, man. Thank y'all so much for watching. Let me get to these get to the chat one more time, and then go. It says, I only ask so I can go listen. Using you for info. All right, since you're asking, so you can find something to listen to. Definitely, I'm gonna grab some of my favorite albums all time. We gonna do it like we did last week, where I put some stuff up on the screen. Man, so many joints. Hold on, y'all. I think I don't have that album on vinyl. What I'm gonna do is just pull a few from the vinyl up here, and then after that, you know, that'll send you on your way. Let me see. Let's go to Olan Mayu. Olan. Man, so many. Yo, I got some joints. Hold up. That's a good one. I'm gonna grab two more. Two more. Hold up. Woo, Lord. Yeah, let me see what's on that. That's the joint. Oh yeah, throw that in there too. Hold up. Okay, and then we're gonna get one more. Okay. Man. All right. So I'm gonna send you with these. Hold on, here we go. Okay. Man, listen. That right there by Rick James. This album, son. Street Songs is fire. Now, this is for people who want like some funky, like real funky joints. You know, some like R&B type of joints, but with an edge. Like Rick James made R&B and funk music with an edge. And so, man, you got Give It To Me, Baby. Give It To Me, Baby's on here. Ghetto Life. Make Love to Me, Mr. Policeman, Super Freak, Fire and Desire. Oh my God. Him and Tina Marie, Fire and Desire, bruh. Amazing ballad. Call Me Up, and then Below the Funk, Pastor J, right? Definitely all-time great album right here by Rick James. Highly recommend you check that out. So that's one recommendation. Some of these, of course, y'all know, this is my beat up version of Thriller. I have two versions of Thriller. This is the one someone was drawing on the joint. But yeah, man, definitely Thriller is an amazing album. I actually like, it's funny. I like Off the Wall a bit more. It's funny. I got to find a decent copy on vinyl though. But Off the Wall is technically my favorite Michael Jackson album, but Thriller's pretty amazing too. Sade. That light is hitting it kind of wrong. Sade, Promise, amazing album. You know, Sweetest Taboo is on this joint. Jezebel, whew, Lord, yeah, really dope album, man. I don't know if this is my favorite album from her, but this is definitely a dope album too. If you're a Sade fan, you know what's up. If we're talking King Kendrick, you know what I mean? Come on, Good Kid, Mad City, son. Money Trees, bro. Money Trees, that song. Come on, bro. Money Trees. Shout out to J-Rock, man. J-Rock is criminally underrated. I really like J-Rock a lot too. Outside of that joint, of course, the song Mad City with MC8. Pyrus and Crips all got along. They probably gun me down by the end of the song. Seemed like the whole thing gets me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear yeah. That joint, woo, Lord. Bruh, crazy. This is the one that's behind me before Stevie Wonder Intervisions. Probably one of my favorite albums all time. Definitely one of my favorite albums all time. Too high, classic joint. The song Visions, crazy. And correction, this album's called Intervisions, not Visions. I was thinking of the song Visions, which is my favorite song on the album. Of course, Living for the City is a classic. Golden Lady, that's another one of my favorite Stevie Wonder songs all time. Higher Ground, classic. Jesus, Children of America, classic. All in Love is Fair. Fire. Beautiful song. Don't You Worry About a Thing. Come on now. You know it's a classic. And He's Mr. Know-It-All. Another classic. This album, top to bottom, doesn't come up enough as one of Stevie's greatest albums. But when I meet somebody, because everybody says Songs in the Key of Life. Everyone knows that's a classic Stevie album. But I would argue this one here is the one. You know what I mean? One more hip hop joint thrown in the mix. This is a special edition, Vinyl Me Please edition, exclusive release of Ready to Die. You know what I mean? Ready to Die is one of the greatest hip hop albums ever made. But that's another favorite. You know what I mean? So yeah, man, I'm sure you've heard some of those, if not all of them. But yeah, man, just some of my favorites. I appreciate you for asking, sir. Those are just joints I grabbed offhand. I'm down to do that every episode. You know what I mean? Just reach back there, see what we find. You know, I'm gonna just start having joints ready just in case you ask again. That's what we gonna do. That's a great way to keep a gift. 100%, man. Like, He gave me a beautiful shirt when I couldn't wear the shirt anymore, but the front of it was in decent condition. I was like, hey, that's another way to preserve it, you know? Soul Tiger, take care, man. You enjoy your weekend. All right. Agreed on Low End Theory. Full of gems. Yeah, man. Shout out to Bob Power, who did an amazing job mixing that album, too. Take care. Hey, thank y'all for the questions. I need a cover-to-cover listen, no skips, like a chicken meal with mambo sauce. Yeah, man. Take notes. This is what happens when you ask a music junkie. Appreciate you, fam. He forgets he's hungry. Yeah, I didn't even think about it until you just said so. I was like, damn it. He set me up. Sub's joy is very contagious. Oh, man. That makes me happy, bro. Like, yeah, definitely happy to spread love, man. We need more of it. Yeah, great to hear J-Rock getting some love. J-Rock makes great music, man. Listen, that song Gumbo, that off of one, name of that album, I think it was like a Zip Code or something like that. But yeah, man, that song Gumbo off his old joint was crazy. Of course, he had some killer singles over the years. Yeah, dude, like, I mean, man, his verse on Kendrick's album, his verse on Money Trees, it might be my favorite, definitely one of my favorite verses on that album, which is saying a lot because Kendrick blacked out on that album. Yeah, but man, shout out to Black Hippie and the TDE squad. Like, I definitely rock with a few of their artists. If I had to pick between Ab-Soul and J-Rock, I think I listen to Ab-Soul songs more on repeat, like his songs more on repeat, because lyrically he's just that nasty. But I find myself playing maybe a bit more of J-Rock's catalog than I play Ab-Soul. But the songs that I love from Ab-Soul, like, I really, really love them a lot. Like that Gotta Do Better song, bro, like, I've cried real tears of that. I almost cry every time I play that song from Ab-Soul. It's a really dope joint. And then, of course, from that same album, Gotta Rap. Hey, man, if you a rap nerd, come on, bro. That song is everything. And then Primo on the beat. Hey, man, I just love it when rappers really rap, like really rap. Like Bama rapping, like he got something to prove today. He was already nice, but today he's like, oh, you think I'm fucking around. Oh, I, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I live for, man. And they ain't even gotta be talking about being better than everybody. I'm just like, man, do some interesting things lyrically that have me running it back. You know, I want to be sitting in the car listening to the project 5 years from now and just catch a line. I love those moments, bro. So I write for people who listen like that. You know what I mean? And so I love it when other artists do as well. But yo, I'm out of here. You guys, man, guys tricky. All right. Once again, man, shout out to everyone who's watching. Thanks for tuning in today. I hope y'all enjoyed the show. I'll see y'all next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Hopefully I'll see y'all on the road next month when these shows start up. And man, you know, keep your fingers, toes crossed and everything, because got some opportunities coming down the pipeline that involve some touring. And if it pans out, some of y'all who don't always get to see me will hopefully be seeing me sooner than later. All right. So yeah, man, on that note, I am out of here for real. One more comment just came through. Hey, Quintus King, take care, man. Safe travels. Don't have too much fun out there. Let me see. Yep, that's everything. All right, y'all. Y'all be blessed, man. Take care. Peace, peace, peace.